This girl Moriah Mills, she's off her rocker, bro. She is crazy. Like, she needs some holy water, some speaking in tongues, a full out exorcism. As if it wasn't bad enough that she was tweeting the NBA, the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion Williamson damn near every day. She took it a step further, bro. She had to step up her crazy game. She went and she tatted the man's name on her face. And bro, if I was Zion Williamson, I'm getting a security system on my house. This girl is dangerous. But yo, do you remember about a year ago when the Ime Udoka story dropped about his relationship with the female staffer? Yeah, we couldn't stop hearing about it. I mean, people were going crazy. Malika Andrews was shutting down Stephen A. Smith.
We are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women.
So here we have Zion Williamson, one of the best players in the NBA, who's being publicly harassed, threatened, extorted. And I've heard nothing from Malika Andrews. I don't know, maybe she just never heard the story. So what is it that attracts these athletes to these type of women all the time? I'm talking about the porn stars, IG models, OnlyFans models. This is the question that was posed to Gilbert Arenas about a week ago. And his explanation was that these are the type of women that operate on a similar schedule as these athletes. From 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., they're free, just like athletes are. And then in the nighttime, they're at the clubs, just like the athletes are. You see, I never would have thought of it that way, but that makes the most sense. I probably would have said what Stephen A. Smith said.
Men are visual creatures. We covet what we see. And unfortunately, on far too many occasions, the thinking part of it all comes in later.
Now, two things could be true, but I also want to add that, before getting into the NBA, many of these athletes probably couldn't get with these women, but now that they have access to them, it's hard to resist. Zion's probably watching this woman online for years, and now he finally got his chance, but what happens when you run into a girl that's crazy like Moriah Mills?
First off, Perk, let me say, if I was Zion, I would get some kind of restraining order, first off. You ain't gonna be saying all that stuff about me in public. Like, I'm done. All I'm going to say, and I'll leave that to be that, because that does not need to be out there.
Quick story. Back in 2011, Kyrie Irving was just coming out of Duke, first overall pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, the reports say that he met this girl, Miss Hawaii, on Twitter. She said she does some modeling, and, these days modeling can mean anything from walking the runway to selling that box. And I say that because it's alleged that she had some pictures that were found up on Backpage. Now, for those of you who are going to pretend that you don't know what the Backpage is, that's pretty much an escort service where girls go on there to sell themselves and guys go on there to purchase them. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and drop a like, and if you want to see more of this content, subscribe to the channel. So her and Kyrie Irving, they got to talking, they did what they did, whatever, cool, but then they had a fallout. And in the midst of the fallout, she decided to go all Moriah Mills on him.
I hate Kyrie Irving with your little dick. I'ma expose you. I'ma put out your dick pics. This boy whack. I'ma stab you.
So before the guy could even start his career, he already had these broads stressing him. Just trying to ruin his name, ruin his image. But you see, Kyrie did something that Zion Williams seems to be too scared to do. He called the cops. Oh, that's right. He called the cops. What did Jay Williams say?
You ain't gonna be saying all that stuff about me in public. Like, I'm done.
You see, he called the cops on her, and you've never heard of this girl again. Like, Kyrie Irving's reputation ain't the best as is, but could you imagine if this was also on his record? That's why Zion Williamson needs to really get it together, because his reputation is taking a hit and it's declining quickly. Like, you have this guy's name now circulating in trade rumors. Because in addition to this particular situation, you had his teammates calling him out for his diet, the way he takes care of his body, because he's only played 114 games since being in the NBA. That's 40% of the games. But instead of focusing on his career, he's out here having all kinds of baby mama drama, tricking off $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 for some used up. And we wonder why these athletes always go broke. And it's always over some chick that never really liked them. They look at these guys as an ATM. And once that gravy train stops running, then, the relationship has all these issues. And now she's taking him to court to try and get whatever he has left. For example, Larsa Pippen, she's getting half of Scottie Pippen's pension. They don't respect these dudes. Or even how Brittany Renner speaks about athletes.
In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really done.
So that's how most of these women feel about these athletes. Therefore, there's no reason why he should be hesitant. That's Zion Williamson. Why he should be hesitant to get a restraining order or something. Be like Kyrie, my guy. Call the cops. But clearly he doesn't want to do that, because if he did, he would. Which makes me think, what does she have against you, bruh? She must have something against this dude for him to not want to go there with it, unless he loves her. You see, this is an easy fix on Zion's end. I mean, Jay Will gave him the answer, yet Zion will not heed the warning. And that's why I named this video Zion Williamson Ignored Critical Advice from this ESPN pundit. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comment section, and until next time, peace.